Hello, sweethearts and lovelies. It's me, Fresno Inferno. And once again, it's a local recording, so you know what that means. You can see the pins. Okay, and we'll just shrink back down to where I was. That's about right. There we go. Okay. So, what have we got for you today? Well, it's in the title, but the last thing I uploaded on this channel that wasn't a stream highlight was the Grand Bank Vacation of 2023. And in that vacation, I showed off me playing the arcade Contra on a flip grip. Well, I got a 1 credit clear of arcade Contra on that flip grip in that Grand Bank basement. And now, here is the footage to prove it. And we are going to talk over the footage right now. So, come with me on this little journey, you please. Okay, so here's a Contra. I'm just gonna pick the replay. I did it on normal mode, you know, just the original. I assume this is emulating like dip switches and whatnot. You want to put it on very hard to get the fuck you put in a quarter mode, but I don't want that, so we're going to load it up. It's a little letterboxed. I did play it on the flip grip so you could switch it vertically, but I'm not bothering anyone, or I don't know how to fiddle with the thing to get a vertical mode on this stream thing for one video, so we'll deal with the letterboxing. Put down our single quarter, and let's go. Level 1, pretty free. There are some things that can mess you up, like you basically have to make this jump. Other than that, it's pretty cut and dry. You shoot this, you shoot that, you don't shoot that, and one thing to keep in mind, you gotta slow down at these guys that come up because you can't kill them before they fire. You can do that on NES Contra, but you can't here. They will always get a shot off first. And it may be a good time to talk about some of the differences between this and the NES Contra, namely the aiming. The jumping is a little more finicky too, but the aiming is weird. It's like, instead of just snapping to 45 degrees, you kind of aim your gun up. Like, you can kind of see it where I'm trying to shoot at an angle at that wall core, and instead it's just like, gotta aim the gun up. And that little half a second of turret aiming kind of fucks you up. So the base level is much the same as the base level on Nintendo Contra, if you are familiar, but it does have this neat branching path thing, which is a kind of nice effect, but also there's a time limit, and I honestly forget what the hell the time limit has to do, but do it fast as shit. Anyway, you don't want to be playing around with all these bullets and whatnot. They're trying to get you. And I do play it safe and blow up all the turrets because I do not trust them to not take a shot and get me and take away my spread gun, because it's Contra 1. Spread gun is your lifeblood. And here I'm lining myself up with that little blue part of the background. That's the safe spot. That's the sweet spot where those bullets can't get you, because the hitboxes in those are way finicky. Just weird. But after that, pretty much free. One of these things can theoretically sneak in, but yeah. Oof. Then the hitboxes in those are a little generous too. So, level 3. Now here's my interesting strategy. This is not a no-death run, because I'm going to take one right here. And the reason I do that is because of the pity capsule. It spawns these 2 pity capsules, and one of them is invincibility, and I would like invincibility for the boss of the level, so I take a death there. I can get the spread gun back on the way anyway, so all I've lost is a life. That's it. You kind of have to be careful to make sure that you hit the thing before you jump up, because your bullets move up with you. And this part is why I need the invincibility, because you got these 2 turrets shooting at you, and then you got this big thing. And you could figure out the perfect spot, but honestly, it's easier to take a death and get the invincibility and get the spread gun and just deal with them outright like that, and that's level 3. Pretty short compared to NES Contra, but second base level, it's the base level, but more obnoxious. So that's interesting. You've got more finicky jumps, and I do say finicky a lot because I'm vamping a little, I know. Yeah, I took that one out kind of fast. You don't want to play around with these base levels because the turrets can sneak up on you, and the little guys can sneak up on you with their bullets or their bombs or grenades or what have you. What am I doing here? Okay, I'm just going for it. Just back and forth. Just the back and forth. Getting those things. And again, not playing around with those turrets. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to deal with you guys first. Then I'll have to deal with these little popcorn shrimp enemies. And they've got the bombs too, because you don't want to shoot the orange guys, because that's the power-ups. I would not like to get the flame gun right now, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. Anyway, this boss is fucking obnoxious. It's not so bad on NES Contra. I keep comparing because, you know, that's the version that I know and love. But, holy Christ. This boss is so obnoxious, and it's not even showing up right. I honestly did not expect the frame rate flicker issue bullshit on this thing, but, you know, they're splitting apart and coming together, so, whatever. Maybe it looks good on the recording, I don't know, but I don't see it here. But, whatever. This boss, super obnoxious if you don't have the sprite gun, because your regular gun is kind of useless, and then at a certain point they start spitting out bubbles, and it's wild. So, weird difference here is that the last 4 levels of NES Contra are just all one long segmented level in the arcade version, so it's going to go from 5, 6, 7, 8 really quick, with like minute long stretches between them. And this part is really hard. This bit right here. You've got these turret guys, they take a lot of hits, and then popcorn enemies are coming at you while you're doing it, and it results in me dying. Now, is the run over? No. This is probably the best place to die. I'm not going to get the spread gun back, which is a shame, but I can try and manage. It's 1 credit, not 1 life, no death. But you can get a machine gun right there, which is excellent because these things are coming up, and I cannot beat these fucking things with the regular gun. On the NES, maybe I can hit the button fast enough. I haven't tried in a while, I'm not sure, but on here, I can't do it. That's not to say that it can't be done, but you'd have to be Takahashi Meijin to fucking pull it off. But I had the machine gun, ho ho ho, and we finished at level 5, and now we're moving on to the energy zone. And it starts off with a boss fight with this big linebacker, quarterback fella. That one's not so bad, but here's where the aiming thing gets it. Like, all I want to do is just shoot this guy, but I have to do this finicky little dance, because I can't just get under him because there's a flame pillar. I can't get up there because I'll probably die, and I can't aim at 45 degrees because I'm a goddamn turret, so I have to do that little weird shuffle. But the rest of this level is not bad. You just gotta know where you're going, run along, and jump up when you need to. I think I stopped and killed that guy out of spite, because fucking knows why. Get him. And now we're at the end of that segment, and we have this linebacker who he shoots the discs or whatever the fuck it is in a weird way. It's strange, but he's done, and now we're on the hangar. That's what they call it on the Nintendo. But this level kind of tricky in some aspects. You just got to use it, take it slow, know how you're going. That's all. And again, the aiming is just, I just want to get this guy. I mean, for all the Contra 3s, you know, okay. Thank fuck that it has good aiming and also let you hit the shoulder buttons to just lock yourself in place. Oh shit, Polycart. Polycart, let's, yeah. Whew. That was real scary, Polycart, y'all. Okay. So the rest of this level is just popcorn shrimp enemies and the occasional Polycart turret. And there's no boss. The linebackers have been the closest thing we've gotten to a boss. Well, maybe those tank things. But that turret was the only thing leaving us to the alien lair. And I'm taking it slow because, you know, the big xenomorph HR Geeker thing spits out little enemies. Yeah, they come out early here. So I'm just edging forward to get them as they come. Ooh. And here we go. This thing. It takes a lot more punishment than I remember on Nintendo. Unless you have the machine gun. And now this is where that aiming thing really comes into play. Like, if you could just shoot up, great. You know, shoot at a 45-degree angle, but you got to do this aiming nonsense, so you got to go back farther than usual and block yourself, and then you just slowly dart your way across. All while these fucking things are spitting out those homing pink fuzzballs, whatever the fuck they are. But, we're at the facehugger, so we're pretty much here. It's a little more intense than NES Contra, but all we gotta do is blast that heart. I'm gonna try and get these things, because fuck them. Oh no, I've taken a death. Yeah, this isn't a clean run, but I have 3 lives left with which to deal with this shit. Gonna get the facehugger there, and then I'm just, you know what? We got 3 lives, we're just gonna blast it. Just button mash like never before, and that is Contra Arcade 1 credit clear. Hooray. Excellent. Well done. So this game is it's short but sweet. A little jank compared to the NES Contra we know and love, but that's just, you know, bias and extra familiarity coming in. I'm sure, like, if you grew up on the arcade Contra, you might have thought, well, the NES version is weird and strange and different, but, you know, it's a nice game. It's a nice little game. There are things that frustrate about it, but those things are still present in the NES adaptation of Contra. And I've been playing it because I've been going for a similar clear like this on a Nintendo Contra. So, believe me, I know it can be finicky. I like getting these Konami collection clears because it literally has the replay thing built in, so I don't have to hook the Switch up to make attempts. I can just play it, and if I get it, I hit save, and then I can hook the thing up in the room and, you know, do the thing. And there's my high score. I beat out, oh god, some of those scores are, I'm sure they're supposed to be saying something different, but, oof. I'm glad to have gotten on the top of the board, you know? That's great. So, that's Contra. Arcade. 1 credit clear. A single quarter got me to the end of the game. The replay has ended. We'll go back to the main menu sometime, but that's it for this. So, we'll be seeing you for something or other that I do next time. Until then, everyone, bye-bye.